Hey everyone, I'm Nick, and along with Claire, we bring you all the updates, guides and tips from Disneyland Paris, and of course attractions closer to home. You can find us everywhere as Nick and Claire, but right now it's Thursday, and you know what that means.
Will you look back when you're old and gray and think those dumb kids had a lot to say when we were trying to make this night one you'd remember? I don't care if my wheels don't turn, I don't care if my pipe don't burn, as long as I am flowing through your veins after I'm gone away.
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means, but someone already beat me to it. So the wonderful Nick and Claire.
Nick to do the intro. Before I bring our guests on, though, we have not had one for a while. We've got Joke of the Week.
How do you turn a pirate furious?
Take away the key.
What do you think of that joke?
I actually like that one. That is really good. I was like,
gonna...
Irate.
Mike's here. Mike, I'll watch Mike on.
Hey, Mike.
Give a shout out to Space Mountain Dave. Might get on his show again one time soon.
Good to see you.
It's pretty cool. But without further ado,
see
going to bring on our guests and get straight into it. We have got Surfergirl326, Cherie, but also our other half, James, is on live for the first time. How you doing?
Hello.
Oh,
you're muted. Oh, sorry, I'll mute you. There you go.
How you feeling, James? Are you nervous?
A little bit. It's my first time being live, but it's good. Feels good being with y'all, and I like the joke. That was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
There's links for everyone we feature in today's episode in the description. So, what I want to talk about quickly first before we talk about your Disney World trip, if you want to talk a bit, because we're a bit late on because we got carried away talking ourselves. But if you want to talk a bit about how you two met.
You want to?
Okay. Back on the old school internet days,
Dial up and everything.
They had chat rooms, and I was in a Christian chat room, and she was in a Christian chat room, and one thing led to another, and I was just in there, James MBSC, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I was and this girl came in, Sherry, all caps, Sherie. So I thought she was Sherry, and I thought she was a little kid or something, and then we got talking.
We exchanged emails and stuff like that, and we emailed each other like every day for like a couple months, and then I think we finally exchanged phone numbers, and then we actually exchanged VHSs because back in the day, I had one of the cameras that you could convert, but he actually worked for a production company. That's what he does for a living, and he sent me a VHS of commercials so I could see what he looked like. I'm like, oh, he's pretty handsome. Okay. And, that was 98.
Yep.
And then 99, I was still in Florida. I was living in Cape Coral, and my mom had just got married and just moved in my own little apartment, and James and his family moved to South Carolina, and he moved out on his own. So I'm a baby of 3, he's a baby of 4, and at 31 years old, we both it was just all God's timing. It really was. That's all I can say, because my mom and I love my sister mom to death, but they both were married like at least 5 times. And I said to myself, and she didn't used to make fun of me, but it was just kind of, why do you go to church so much? I'm like, I'm sorry, it's what I need. And I don't need to go to bars. I don't need to, to find, it's just, I knew, somehow, he would bring the right one to me, and his mom, when she met, she was not happy that we met in a Christian chat room. She was like, oh, it was like the devil, as soon as she met me, and I just like, this is who I am. This is, take it or leave it. We love each other, and we will, whatever. And she's like, okay. And he came to see me first in Florida on my birthday, 99. And then me and my mother planned a trip during bike week. in Myrtle Beach, which is I highly never suggest any May either weekend. Do not come to Myrtle Beach during bike week unless if you like bikes and you don't want to go to restaurants, because we stay in our little bubble. We do not go to the beach. We do not. It's a thing. It's so anyway. We found out. Oh, we want to go to the restaurant. He's like, no, but we had a friend at his church that let us rent her little condo for the week for like hardly nothing, just a couple $100. Me, Mom, and my sister stayed there, and for the whole week, and we just got to know each other every day. After I guess he didn't take the week off. I remember every day he would come over and visit with us, and we would stay up all hours of the night talking. And the day after I got there, he proposed to me like the day or two after I got there in May. So we had started talking through emails and stuff and on the phone since August or September of 98. So and then my lease at the time in my little 1-bedroom apartment that I had was ending in September. And I'm like, well, I said, you can wait till, I said, I really don't want to, we don't need to rush anything. And I'm like, but, I'm just putting it out there. I've got to get out of here. And I had the most awesome landlord. He worked with everybody, he was not like the super at all. He was the best landlord. And I think back then in 99, I was paying like $400, and it was this one little bedroom apartment. And it was so close to my work. But, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to do this. And he proposed to me. I'm like, okay, when am I coming? So I would ship in boxes, everything, all my possessions in boxes to him. And what was too big, I just sold and gave away. And then his pastor, our Father Bob, lived in this huge directory, where a pastor lives in. And it was like a 5 or 6 bedroom house, 2 stories over the garage. And they offered us for me to stay there before we got married. The week before too, I got married, because he said, we need to do some counseling. We need, just a couple of days. So I did that. And so I came, and then, and then I had a couple family members come to our wedding,
which was right after the hurricane.
I've got a question actually.
But we had a hurricane come the week before.
The week of, yeah.
We had a hurricane, and Monday I had to go get my license. I had to go apply for our marriage license, and then the day after everything opened Molly home and back up, a day before we were getting married, my job was to go get that license.
I said, I don't care if it takes you all day. You remember where we went, so you and your sister go out there and get the license.
And Father Bob and the other, they got this big old van, and everybody pretty much from the church all went to Alabama for some reason. I don't know why.
It's the closest they could get to evacuate.
Because we were so close, to the coast, we were supposed to evacuate.
I have a question. When you moved in together, did you both have like Disney merchandise and have to like?
I wasn't really. I mean, I don't know many, but I'm not really. It was just. I mean, I had some stuff and I always collected, but mainly was just stuffed animals and teddy bears.
Yeah, and I didn't have any Disney shirts then.
No shirts. No.
Yeah, we had a comment.
The only thing you had was I have this. I have something here.
Hey Trey, hope you well.
Somebody gave this to him.
Oh yeah, that was the anniversary, the 25th, was it?
Shoot. I don't know if you can.
It was 96.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a 25th anniversary.
Yep.
Oh, it's on the bottom.
Yes.
But I don't know if you can see it. Yeah.
That's when we went at 96.
And we've tried to sell that at yard sales so many times, and I'm like, I guess it's just open, so we've just kept it. I'm like, we couldn't even just for a couple. I'm like, it's funny. You have to have the right people. Think, oh, I can mark it down. And it's like, no, you have to have the right people. Yard sales. I don't know, but yeah. So his mom and dad. Well, what are you going to do if we don't? I'm like, well, we'll just we have our license, but everyone came back in town, and we had to decorate the church, the fellowship hall, and everything the night before, and his mom and dad. They had to go get they had to go to the grocery store. Oh, I had to get the cake. I had to go pay for
Do everything. You have to do everything.
I had to
Hi,
the
Debbie.
day before. Hi, Debbie. Hi,
Yay.
everyone. I had to pick up
Welcome,
the
Dee. Welcome
Good
back.
to
They had,
see
his
you.
mom
Welcome
and dad had to pick up everything.
Mm-hmm.
They had to pick up the cake and the food for the fellowship.
Yeah,
and
thank goodness
everything.
for Walmart. Flowers,
the
cake.
And we had like a 3-4
Yeah.
tier, but ladies at the church they had come with like vine stuff, and they just kind of threw it there. And but everybody, where do you get this delicious? It was just a white buttercream cake with buttercream icing, and I think I might have paid $150 for it, and I just to feed like 50 people or something, and I think we did. I think we did
top,
get the
yep.
little topper.
Mhm.
But and it was we were supposed to have it at his parents' clubhouse outside, but because of the current situation, the hurricane, they said, well, just come have it here, and so that's why we had to decorate the last minute, or we would have already had it decorated, because his mom and dad, where they live, it's a big lake, and there's these swans that come out every day, and they would feed them every day at a certain time, so they would come during our, whenever we would be there, and so that fell through, but so that was 25 years ago.
years, yeah.
Big one this year. So did you want to tell us about your birthday trip to Disney World?
What do you want? It was so quick. It was so short.
Well, I tried giving her extra magic hours because I left early. We left at midnight.
Oh my gosh, we have never left that early. So from Myrtle Beach is about 8 hours, 8.5, 9 hours, depending on how many times you stop at Buc-ee's. But it was like, and I'm like, and in December we got on the road at 4 a.m. or 3 or 4 a.m. And that was nice because we got there about 11 o'clock.
Yep, just in time for lunch.
Because we knew the hotel wasn't going to be ready, and so I'm like, well, he said, well, if I wake up, we're going to get on the road whenever I wake up. I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking, 1 or 2, 3, something like that. And I get up at 11:30 and to go to the bathroom. He's up and he's going. He said, all right, I'm ready. I'm like, it's not even midnight. He said, do you want to get to see the park to see Jeff or not? I'm like, so yeah, Disney Dream was streaming that morning at Animal Kingdom. So I'm like, so we were trying to get there as quick as we could. Oh my God, yes. The Buc-ee's brisket sandwich is delicious.
And you can get one for breakfast.
Yes, and I got the briskets taco burrito or something.
So you can get one breakfast.
But it was very good. So so we left got on the road before midnight and ended up getting in Orlando like 9ish.
Yeah.
And
we hit the rain at the state line.
And when we got into the little bubble, I just hit the app and I said, okay, they keep, check-in, do an early check-in. And so I said, well, I can let them know I'm here. And, in the bubble, they're like, okay, well, we're getting your pixie dust in your room, but you're more than welcome to come on property. So I'm like, okay, that was 9:30. So I'm like, okay. So we told the guard and he didn't even take, he just, got his license or something. And he's like, okay, go ahead. The minute we hit the gate, oh, bing, your room is ready. 9:30, not even 10 o'clock a.m. So he's like, okay. And because he was just going to drop me off at Animal Kingdom. But I said, let's just try to get our stuff. And it was raining. And I said, well, let's just do this. Let's just get everything. And then our magic bands wouldn't work. So we went to the main room. And I should have just had him drop me off at 9 o'clock. I would have caught Jeff before his live stream ended.
My plan was to drop her off at Animal Kingdom, and I would find a parking lot somewhere.
He was going to go to Disney Springs and wait for me, let me know where I was. And so
how far is the parking lot from where you're staying?
Well, see, it wasn't not. See, so we were at movies, and All-Star Movies. It depends on like what building you're at because we were at Mighty Ducks, which is the movie Mighty Ducks. It's a hockey team, so we were there. But it has 3 buildings, and the main building where you catch the buses is right on the other side of the first Mighty Ducks building. So closer for us was music. The music main building was right across the street and not make a couple hundred feet. So so when I got, so James like, you might want to get off music instead of movies. So we started doing that little hack because it's just, and then, but we were able to take our, the only thing about value resorts, you don't get the fancy cart things, the luggage carriers, whatever you want to call them, bellhop things, unless if you're close to the main building, because it was raining and I'm not going to go get the bellhop thing 3 buildings down just to save, So we were able to park across the street and make 3-4 trips and everything. But I highly recommend when we stayed at Coronado Springs and Riverside. It was, you pay for what you get when you go to a moderates. It was we hardly had to walk at all. The little bellhops are at every building, not just at the main building, because Riverside is huge, and we were at Bayou or something like that, and where we parked, where you could park by the dumpsters, there was literally at least 1 or 2. And Coronado, there was, they're a little more accessible. That's just a little tidbit, but but I got a really good deal, and right now there's a sports and all-star music right now is $135 a night right now if you book to at least like May or something. So they really, if you're an annual pass holder. Yeah, Coronado was really cool. When we were there in December. Which one did we Coronado? We were on the beach. That's where I wanted to be. Yeah, we were at the beach. That was amazing. Next to the tower, so it was good. Yeah, we were really close to the tower. And we could have walked to the, I chose to walk to the tower. It was a little bit longer of a walk because the tower actually is the first stop, but we did have another bus stop in front of our, is it the cabana? There was different names, but it's like, but it always pays to do your homework. Wherever resort you're, just kind of get your bearings and figure out where all the bus stops are. Because like when we stayed at Riverside, there's 4 bus stops. At French Quarter, there's 1. And at Riverside, where we stayed at, the west one was the first bus stop. And so we were very lucky because we have to have a scooter for him. And so that kind of made it kind of convenient. But I always try to do my homework. And, yeah.
I'm just trying to recognize the statue in there because that's not Disney, is it? It's one of the.
So this is Roy. Yeah, that's Minnie. And
that's Roy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Walt's brother Roy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
I haven't actually seen the statue of it. I've heard that there was one, but I was like, I've not actually seen it.
Where's the first place you go? Is there a certain place you go first? Which part you go to first whenever you visit Disney World, or do you change up?
Well, it all depends on where. So, so I'll start my least. So, it's not my least favorite part, but I don't love it as much as Animal Kingdom. But Epcot, because I love Frozen so much, and you can't get a DAS pass unless you're in the park. I go straight. Well, it all depends on what time of day. Also, I know this is crazy. So we always go left. I know a lot of people like to go right. We go because I love Mexico. And usually there's always a line. But this first time that I went to Epcot the day after my birthday, there was nobody in Mexico. It was 9:30. 9. No, it was 8. I got in the park at 8:30 because it opened at 9. It was 8:30, 8:45. And I walked by and I'm like, oh crap. So I said, well, I was going to do a fast pass for Frozen, but let me just go see how long Frozen was. So I walked to Frozen, which is not very far. The line for Frozen Ever After was in the building, out the building, and stopped between, there's a restaurant there, a princess restaurant. And it's a really weird German, it's a real Southern Akush, and all the princesses meet there. They had to stop the line. It was like an hour and a half wait at not even 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm doing a DAS pass real quick, turned around, went back to Mexico, did my DAS pass. And I always love to go Caballeros first. If I can't do Frozen first, I'll do 3 Caballeros Grand Fiesta Tour. I walked in, there was nobody, literally nobody in the whole building, Mexico. I did a little video. There was nobody but the employees in there. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a walk on. So that was amazing. I think December when we went, me and James, when it's a walk, you got to feel it out, because we always we have a game plan, but it's not set in stone. We just Grand Fiesta, Frozen are our first two things, and then we just kind of see what we can, if we're in the countries, we always try to knock out what our favorite was. We did Remy, the Ratatouille,
yeah.
December, but we probably won't never do that again, because we both got kind of
the spinning got me.
There's a lot of spinning, isn't there, in that ride?
We did a fast pass, and the dash pass for me, and
too fast.
She's fans.
Yes.
We're fans of the
yes.
of the dash.
Well, I'm very fortunate. I'm just honest with him, because so what I do is before I am actually in Disney. Then that's the first thing I had to do when I went to Magic Kingdom. I had to go. I went straight to Stitch. I had to go say hi to my favorite alien. That was
Can I just ask who James's favorite Disney character is?
Donald.
Yeah.
Donald.
We tried to find Donald's shirt, but Don. He loves. He loves Donald.
Also,
Stitch is growing on me.
I'm glad
You
James
like his
is here, 'cause he likes Chip.
Do you like his Stitch Walmart special I got from Walmart? It's a nice dressy shirt. Yeah, I got it at Walmart.
Make it a bit bigger. So
Hang on, I'll make it a bit bigger. Yeah. I'll make it a bit bigger.
Oh,
the statues. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. He
that's
loves
quite cool. You've already got someone on the channel that's like saying how good your shirt is, by the way.
Yeah,
as well,
we
so
had Christopher James.
Thank
they're our
you.
good friends. Coasting with the
He always
Joneses.
wears Hawaiian shirts
They
wherever he goes.
sometimes put on
Oh,
their
nice.
events as well.
All right.
So that answers your Grand Fiesta and the Mexico. But I think in December we went to Epcot 2 days, and then the other day we went the other direction. So it's like I get worn out really easy. Since I guess I don't know if everyone knows, but I'll do a quick little backstory, since I know Stacy and Mike already know. Some people feel comfortable. I'm not ashamed, but back in 2020, I went through breast cancer, and I am a breast cancer warrior. Not a survivor. I'm a warrior, and the Disney community absolutely got me through it. I was Chip and Dale.
I can imagine Sibby as well.
They got rained out. Their campfire got rained out.
We had planned on the first night getting there to do the campfire with my sweet friend Frankie and her little daughter, and it just rained all day. It was miserable, and the funny thing. So the next day on my birthday, when I was at Animal Kingdom, my sweet friend Helen, who met me at Animal Kingdom after I was at Magic Kingdom, she said, "Well, can we go to Dino Land before we go to Hollywood Studios?" I said, "Sure." I said, "Wait a minute." She said, "Yeah, I'd like to meet Chip and Dale." I'm like, "Let's go!"
There they are.
So we got to meet Chip and Dale in their dino costumes.
Really cool.
I wish somebody had been rolling. They were. I cried. I was just like, oh my gosh! I was just like, because she loves meeting characters, and I love meeting characters, and I was like. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "You don't understand. I was going to meet y'all last night." I told them the whole thing, and I said, "I promise." I said, "My next trip, I'm coming back in May, and I'm going." And Chip goes like this. He sticks his
to hang loose.
No, he sticks his pinky. He sticks his pinky up.
Promise. Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And the cast member's like, "He's doing a pinky promise."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh." So I'm like, "Yes." I said, "Okay, Chip." I say, "I promise." He said, "You come back." He said, "You look at me," and he went. I said, "Yes, Chip. I promise we will come back." And I said, "I'm coming for you." I said, "We're gonna come back." He said, and they came back, and they were just the sweetest. And they were really awesome. I said, yeah, sure, yeah, but anyway, because that Animal Kingdom, I know, I've never gotten to see Kevin. I've always wanted to see Kevin, or Doug,
Oh my gosh,
Doug
yes.
or Russell, or I've never gotten to meet them.
Yeah.
Do what?
I was just making sure Kevin's the bird from Up, isn't
Mike,
it?
Mike can't quite remember who Kevin is.
So
And I went,
Yeah,
it's
he's the big
bird.
bird. He's
Since we're
she's the
talking
big
about
bird. Yeah.
characters.
Well,
what-
She,
I got,
sorry, she.
but oh yes,
yeah, you were very
and
excited
he-
about Donald. I remember
and
seeing.
I said, and I wasn't going to do it because it's his favorite character. In December, we tried, and when I got there, as soon as I got done with, before I went to Grand Fiesta Tour, I saw the cast members standing there. I'm like, so what time is Donald coming? And he said 9:30. I'm like, okay. There was, and he was there, and I'm like, so I came back. There was two cast members there, and she took my picture, and she said, and I said, he's coming at 9:30, right? So I stood there for 15 minutes, the first person in line waiting for Donald. I'm like, yes, I am 56 years old. I'm waiting for a character at Epcot. Yes, that's me. But I was the first one in. I got some other pictures, and then the Coco. That was a magic shot. I forgot what she said. She said, "Pretend like you're waving." I'm like, "Okay, well, all right." I'm like, and I love Hector. Coco is such an underrated movie. And Kanto didn't really touch me at all. It was a sweet movie, but oh my god, all the music and Stacy, that was so funny. I was watching the last remember when you had mine and Richard's names and the different letters, and you went, and you were doing the Coco.
That's coming up later on. I've got another one later on for you.
Yay! I love quizzes and different things, but yeah, Coco, and
Nice.
Coco was just such a sweet movie. I didn't like it at first when it started invading Grand Fiesta Tour, and I started seeing all the things. I'm like, okay, they better not get rid of my three caballeros. They just better do it slowly. If they're going to do it, just do it slowly. I'm like, but once I saw, I love Coco so much.
You know what? They use like marigolds, don't they, to remember like the dead as well on the Coco film. And we actually feed marigold petals to our guinea pigs.
And I can't wait till I do.
Can't be any more apt than what it is right now, and they're obsessed with them.
I wish I had took the time to do the little thing. So when you go in Mexico, before you do the ride, there's the abueta. I forgot what they call it. So. It's the thing. It's the altar, I guess is what they call it. Where Miguel and Dante are sitting there, and they're all the pictures are on the mantle and everything. Yeah. And there's that, and there's just like different cases, of all the characters. Like there's the grandma, but in Mexico there's just so many details from the movie.
I'd love that.
There, and so that's before, but there's this interaction thing, and you can touch a magic band and it gives you a character or something, and I forgot to do that, but I just filmed all inside Mexico and everything. But yeah, but
Mexico's your favorite country at Epcot?
Probably Mexico. I'm like, I do love Norway. I haven't eaten any food there, but
you meant to say UK.
What?
You meant to say UK.
Oh, I'm
the UK.
No, yes, I do.
I like the UK.
No, I do love the UK. Because
you've got the.
Did I show them last time?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I love them so much. They're so there they are. And these are the original. They have new ones, but this is. You could these were the ones before the Queen passed away.
Yeah,
they're not the same anymore. But they just the details and everything. The leather boots. And her little fuzzy. Look at the little fuzzy. Oh, it's so adorable. I just love them so much. But I did for the first time. I got to meet Pooh on our December trip.
Yeah.
And James, I wish I had him do a video, but he took like literally 100 pictures of me hugging Pooh. I did a little reel on Instagram because I mean he's I know he's not my favorite character now, but when I grew up, I had Pooh. When I was 20 something years old, I had Pooh slippers. I mean, Pooh has always been one of my favorite, I've always been a Minnie girl. I love Minnie. I was never a princessy girl, but Pooh is just one of those characters that just, just always been there. And, just a little, I mean, just, his laugh, it just makes you happy. And I don't know. I don't think I cried, but I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And and he's just like, he's patting me on the shoulder. He's just, it was just, he was really sweet. He just kept going like this. But I just, to be able to go in Christopher Robin's room.
Because then they just reopened
They closed that after 2020, and you hadn't been able to go in there, and they just opened it like a couple months ago. The Pooh meet and greet. So this is my friend Helen, my sweet friend Helen. I met 2020 or 2021. She came to Myrtle Beach, and she works in the evening. She took a little nap, and she met me at 2:00 at Animal Kingdom, and we just had the best time. She just, whatever you want to do, and she, do you want to ride any rides? I said, no, I just want to see the animals. I said we got there, and
what's your opinion? What's your opinion on Hollywood Studios? Because there's a lot of people who go to Disney World. I kind of get the impression
it's not our favorite park.
Yeah,
it's not our favorite park, but the ambiance, and I'm just because when we went there in 2021 was the last time. Runway Railway was broken all day long when we went on because we really couldn't afford. We just did like one day, and we did we did Hollywood Studios in the morning and Magic Kingdom at night. And so this was the first time I got to do Runway Railway and see Fantasmic. And if it wasn't for the Frozen show, I really, but it's not one of my favorite parks. I love Animal Kingdom is my favorite park. And I know that sounds crazy, but I tried Everest. It made me sick. I don't like it. I'm probably not going to try Flight of Passage, because when I tried, what you call it? What did we do? The thing
Soarin'.
When we tried Soarin' in December, we both got dizzy on Soarin', and I thought it was gonna be fine. But I love Navi River, but Animal Kingdom is just, I just love animals. I love animals. We tried to do the safari twice, and I tried to do Navi River twice, and it's just Magic Kingdom is my second favorite park, and I think Magic Kingdom is his favorite park. Right?
Yep.
I do love Magic Kingdom, and I'm glad I went there for my birthday. And the funny thing is, I probably wouldn't have if my friends Ear to Ear Magic were going to be there in the morning, because I wanted to be at Animal Kingdom all day. But there was only time I know he was going to Magic Kingdom on Monday, and he had been looking. I knew he was looking forward to meeting me again. I just saw them. His name is Chris, and him and his son Owen stream every day, 5 days a week from the parks. And they're a really sweet family, and they love Stitch, so they're my Ohana. and he's saying happy birthday to me on his stream, and I thought I was filming it, and I didn't get it. And then after he sang happy birthday, I said, "Can you do it? Can you sing to me?" He's like, "What?" I said, "You know, the voice." And he's saying happy birthday in my Ohana, and he does Stitch really well. And I wasn't able to get, but he sounds just like Stitch, and he'll do it. And if anybody gives like a super chat of anything to do with 626 or anything 26, he'll thank the Ohana, and but they're really sweet family, and they all love Stitch, and so. I always, because you can't always meet everyone that you want to meet. I try to meet a couple, channels that I try to support, but you can't always meet everybody. But you just gotta, have a goal, and and I had a couple of friends that were coming from out of town, and I had to meet them, and So it's for me, meeting the friends is kind of more important, but going to Disney is just kind of like, gravy for me, because people, when you go through something like I went through, and you're still here, friends mean everything. And it's like these people that got me through this. I just want to hug them to death. It's like, and I like, and I just want to thank them. When we met Jeff and Angela, This Is Our Dream, and Charlie and Stacy, Disney Nerd Herders, and different people. He took their hand and say, "Look, thank you so much for what you." And we're like, "Well, we did nothing," because when everything was shut down, these people, they went live from their homes. For till everything was open, they would go live from their homes and just keep us entertained. Because and just kept us. Disney. Kept the magic alive.
Like the magic positive as well.
The Myers and the Mouse, she would do crafts and just they would, and it's just those, just having those when I was going through, sitting in my treatments, I would, my friend Russ or anybody was live, I would just sit there and just listen to them, and because it was, it was a horrible 12 weeks of my life, but luckily I didn't have to do any radiation, which I was very, very lucky. Most people do have to do all of it. They have to do, go through 30. Most of my friends had to do 30 days. I mean, that's literally every day. I'm like, and my one friend Liz, she's a single mom, and she had to take herself to every chemo appointment, every radiation treatment, and still work and still, take care of the family. And I was very blessed because one of my neighbors, one of my next door neighbors, she dropped me off every morning, every Friday morning when I had to do my chemo, and James didn't have to miss any work.
It's absolutely wonderful through the love of Disney as well. The magic is kept strong, but then also you've got that. You've made that kind of like Disney family in a way as well. That supportive network for you to help you get through it all, and it's a wonderful thing, honestly.
Trey was just saying Flight Passage.
It's absolutely amazing.
Better than
you
Soarin'.
are a warrior.
Yeah, this was the California Soarin', so that was what different, and I think it was a couple of those when they were doing the bank thing, and you went over the orange groves or something.
And I don't know which area we were in. And I know from doing certain watching certain live streams, I should have remembered what letter to, because I know B something is supposed to be the best one, but
I think we were up top in the middle.
Okay, because there are certain concourses that you can wait for to get, like get in the middle and not, and be like down below. I don't know, but I just wanted to try it and I didn't want to do a lot of walking. I think that was the last day before we were getting ready to go home. Was that I think so, but we did a lot of show. That was we did the other show in the land. It was like the nature thing.
Planet Earth. Awesome Planet.
It was like
I'd never seen it. It was good.
I was so exhausted by the third or fourth day in the December trip. It was like I found out so back in France there's a sing along with Belle. I didn't even know. I think I might have remembered, but I just, because I know because there's not much, there is that really nice restaurant that I've been wanting to go to. But back in the back, and it was so awesome. It was so cute. It
and
was
you
like
must sing.
It was just pretty much watching. It was like the 30-minute. Was about 30 minutes? Kind of like the whole movie kind of synopsis, but it tries to show LeFou as, I can't say LeFou as the good guy, and I'm like, okay. And but the cue for that was another very interesting. They have artifacts. I did actually did a little YouTube short and a reel. They have artifacts from all kinds of Disney movies. Like Maleficent, they had Angelina Jolie's costume and the live action Cinderella, a whole bunch of different costumes and stuff. And there were other movies. There were several movies. All kinds of cases that they have in there. And I thought, I love history, but any kind of Disney history, and that they got to showcase those. And that was really cool. But
Sorry.
yeah,
But I like the fish and chips at the UK.
yeah.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. We had fish and chips one time, not at Raglan Road, but their sister one
Cooks of Dublin
at Disney Springs. I don't recommend Cooks at all. It was okay, but the breading was like 3-4 inches thick, and it was hard. And I don't know if it was because it was a time of day, but I'm like, and it was, and I'm like, and I had to take it off so I could. Okay, I want to see if I could taste this fish. I want to enjoy the fish. And Cheshire, what was Yorkshire something is the name of the place there.
Cooks of Dublin.
No, the one that I loved. The one
Yorkshire.
that we ate at.
You're from Yorkshire.
I'm from Yorkshire.
She's from Yorkshire.
It was called it's called something Yorkshire County.
Oh, okay, yeah,
in the UK, and it's a little hole in the wall right on the but the secret is you got a mobile order because there was people. I saw all these people in line. I'm like, can you? I'm like, beep, 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 beep. Our order was ready in 15 minutes. He does not eat fish.
Nope.
I got 3 pieces of fish and the big huge fries, $10 or $12. He's like,
really good.
that looks kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
I said, here. He said, okay. So I gave him one. He said, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So he did. I think so.
The other one.
So we each had 2.5.
Yep.
So I'm like, so I said, Nana, so you got to try it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
But the breading was just enough.
Melts in your mouth.
It was very it wasn't
good.
thin, but it was just where I could taste the fish and was crisp. It was just perfect. It was crispy, but it didn't overpower the fish. It wasn't, like you could, it was very. Yeah,
and then I got to go see my band Command Performance. They perform in the UK.
Yeah,
they do
70s
and 80s, and it's awesome.
He was on his own for about 3-4 hours because I wanted to do the charity thing, Give Kids the World. So about 3:00, we met our friend Lily's life, and Lily and her family came to meet us. And
a puffer fish.
Yeah,
he's got
he owns a puffer fish, but unfortunately he owns 3 cats as well.
Oh,
fish is okay.
So we're like all over the place. I know you asked me one thing, but yeah, Animal Kingdom is my favorite park. But Animal Kingdom, I always go right to the safaris, and then I have to do the gorillas. I have to because I made the mistake the first time we went to Animal Kingdom 2-3 years ago. When we came back, if you go after 4:00, you're not going to get to see the gorillas. The gorilla between 4 and 5, and depending on the weather, they like to go in. So the gorillas just are my happy. Just I've seen all the Disney Plus specials, and they've done a special on the dad Gino. They've done 2 specials on him. One it was his birthday, and the one he had gotten sick really bad, and then he was coughing. And then Lily got sick. One of the older daughters, and my favorite Grace. When she was born, just a couple of weeks, she couldn't couldn't grasp anything. And they brought a child psychologist in and they did therapy on her.
Oh,
she's 4 years old now. And I watched her from the show, and every week on my lunch break when I can, and I watch it. Jeff, This Is Our Dream, they go to Animal Kingdom every Sunday. So I've watched her grow up every Sunday when he because he knows. He said, "Cherie, are you in here? Grace and Ada are here. There's Ada, and Ada is the newest one. She's like a year or 2 now." And I'm like, "Yes, Jeff, I'm here." And so I feel like I've seen them so many hundreds of times, and I've seen them grow up, and now the 2 brothers, the 2 bachelors. That was Ada and their brothers, Corey and Flint. They're over on the other section. So when you go into Gorilla Falls, the right side, after you see the gorillas, you can see them again. If they're not in the enclosure, you walk a little further, and the family is they're playing. They're just chilling out, and by the waterfall. and then on the other side is the bachelors, the silverbacks that they get so whenever they're older, they kind of separate them. So and the oldest one that was 46 years old, they actually just lost Gus last week. And he was 46 or 40 something years old. And so now his brother, his son is Kajani is the oldest, but Gus is, I can't remember his son's name right now, but there's two older ones and then still Corey and Flint. So there's only 4 of them now. But yeah, I just feel like the gorillas are all my babies because I've just seen them grow up but when I go on the safari, I love seeing the giraffes and the zebras and and the main reason we go twice, because if you go in the morning, it's going to be a completely different one in the evening. Because the temperature wise, for one thing.
Yeah.
But then again, Saturday when I went, it was raining all day. I saw different animals that I didn't get to see the next day. I mean Sunday. I'm sorry. When I went to Animal Kingdom the day before when we got there, it was raining, so they were all out, but you could tell they were all huddled together. And then the next day it was warmer, but it was later in the day, and I didn't get to see so many. But there was rhinos all over the place. The giraffes were all over the place. I didn't get to see the zebras, but it just depends, if it's warm, they're technically, it's usually not it just varies, but I need to get to our zoo here more often, because it's like I never realized how much animals make me so happy, because I've always loved dogs and cats, but koala bears and pandas are my favorites.
I always like watching the programs with like David Attenborough from the UK, and just he kind of hosts the show and watch them on the TV. And it's only just this past couple of years since the channel that I've actually gone to a zoo. Well, you've been years ago, but I've never actually been
that zoo that y'all went to was amazing. I finally got to see cheetahs. I finally got to see the cheetahs on our safari. But that was so close. Oh my goodness. That was amazing.
You want to...
Oh, go on then. Sorry.
Right, I've got these quizzes lined up, but first, the time's just going so quick when we listen to your stories.
Really
but I've got someone. Well, I've got 2 people called the Small Branches, and what they did was, because I know you're into your merch, and quick shout out to your channel. You do the Pins Day Wednesday.
I haven't done Pins Day Wednesday in a while, but I'm gonna try to. Right now, I've been putting my my videos from my trip. I've just finished before I left on my trip. I was putting all my videos from my December trip, and so now I started putting for my birthday. It was a very short trip, so I'm gonna try to make as many videos. But yesterday and today was the longest out of putting videos on YouTube for the last 3-4 years. Was the longest video I've ever. I don't think I've ever posted a video over 10 or 15 minutes. I've been because it kind of draws people away. This is too long, and it's like, you're kind of taking a risk. So you really, I tried to, but because it was the whole Frozen show, and the main reason I didn't put all the music. And tomorrow, and pretty soon, and I did all of Fantasmic for the first time, and it was 20 something minutes long. I'm like, well, I don't want to cut anything out because it was so amazing, and it was my first time. I didn't, I want to have it so I can watch it over and over. And so his parents, mainly right now, his everything I do is for his mom and dad to see, because his dad is very sick right now, and his dad loves. And she's going to be very mad that I didn't let her know I was live on, because they love watching me live on Dave's stream. I completely forgot.
If you get in touch with them, they can see you struggle with the quiz in a minute if you want.
But
anyway,
but anyway, yes. So,
the Small
Anyway,
Branches sent in some of their pictures of their Disney merch, and I wanted to see what you thought about it because you're like a connoisseur.
Oh,
So they've sent some pictures of their Disney collection, and I just thought you'd want to look at them and give your opinion on it.
Okay.
whoa.
Oh, look at all the Tsum Tsums. Oh my goodness. I tried. What is that thing? I love that picture. Oh,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I tried to do a Christmas wreath with the Tsum Tsums, but then it's expensive collecting them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Really
It
are.
is.
Yeah.
I don't.
Whoa. Oh, nice.
Oh, there
That's
it
the
is.
Lego Art House
Whoa.
and the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And
So,
there's the
so whose collection is this?
cable car.
It's the cable car.
That's the Skyliner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skyliner.
God. That Little
Do I know
Mermaid
that area?
from
No.
the
That's a different.
not the Funko Pops, but
Is it
maybe the mini versions. You know, with the
Who is? What is the of that building? Is that? What is that building in
That's
the?
the Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted
That's a-
Mansion. It's a Lego set. They released the mini Haunted
That's a
Mansion.
haunted mansion.
Nice.
Is it? Is it? I don't
Very
know. It doesn't-
nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got that right, Debbie. Yeah.
Oh,
Then
look
we've got
at
the
that!
Lounge Light.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
That's
Sorry,
so
I just dipped up
cool.
there because I've actually got my lounge fly that I said I was going to show last time, so I've got it this time.
Oh no, I've got one more. We've got some more.
Whoa.
There's,
So
there's Donald there. I think there's a what's it called? Candy corn, isn't it?
Candy corn, yeah.
The Donald Duck
Oh.
sippers. Is that what you're?
Oh, yeah.
He's a candy corn. Yeah, yeah. There's all the Guardians of the Galaxy.
My oldest brother likes
Nice.
that.
Oh,
Did
that's
you
right.
want
I
to show
forgot.
off your lounge fly before we do these quizzes? And then we'll do the quizzes.
So was that your lounge? Was that your y'all's?
No, this
y'all's
is her lounge fly.
This
She wants
is
to
my
show-
lounge
She's
fly
got
that I
loads of
mentioned
lounge
last
fly.
time. It's
Whoa.
obviously Oogie Boogie.
Oh, is that Oogie Boogie?
So it's like an over shoulder bag,
Spin it.
and
Spin it.
then it got the dice there as well that he normally shakes.
Is-
But it
Oh,
So
doesn't-
cool. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's
We're drinking out of the Tangle Cup, by the way,
So-
today.
Okay.
Yeah, I
But
forgot
it's
y'all.
so
liked it.
good. Like I love the shoulder bag. I literally go out
So
around the town.
I've
and
done
I
this
sit in there.
logo quiz. I've spelled out Surfergirl326. And
Uh-oh.
it's just for fun, but just tell me which Disney films I've taken the letters from.
Okay, the S should be looks like Emperor's New Groove.
No, it's close though.
Oh,
I think about
Hercules.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chat will probably help us out here.
I don't.
Everyone
know.
can join in the chat as well. just
Yeah,
to
I need
let
the
you-
chat's help.
Is the U
Um,
Yes,
from
it's
up?
up. Yeah, the U's from up.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Okay, I thought that was too easy. I was like, that looks like no, the
It's
R. Let's see.
It's set in Scotland.
Brave.
Oh
Oh.
yes, let
Skip.
me try. I know. I'm sorry. I'm taking so long.
No, that's all right.
Oh,
That's
R,
all right.
the R. That's got. Is that Cars?
It's
I
just
don't know.
Mike
You-
that
you
seems
want
the
together.
first
And I
one?
don't
No,
know
the
if
second, the last one. No,
I don't think
no,
so.
no. Never. Okay, I know the eyes from Remy Ratatouille.
Yeah,
I know the
Ratatouille,
eye.
yeah. Yeah. The G is Bloom and Cheese's favourite film.
Oh,
Oh, Goofy. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Goofy
yeah.
movie.
oh.
Okay, so the R. I'm trying to think.
Soul.
Of my-
Okay.
Oh, the L. Yeah, the L looks like it's probably from Soul.
Yeah, I like the Soul
Okay.
movie.
No, the L's from something else, but it's a fairly new film.
L. Luca.
Yeah, Luca, that's it.
Okay, so
I know the
I
L,
put
the R
that
and
R.
L.
I'm trying not to cheat. The R.
The
I'm trying
R in Girl is also from a film about the sea.
Little Mermaid.
Oh.
That's what I think it is.
Did you hear what Stacey said or not?
Okay. Oh, our favorite princess, Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Do you know what the F is then?
So I'm trying to think.
It's from another film about the sea.
I've got one of the pigs typewriting.
C.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh,
F. Oh gosh.
No.
About fish.
it can be one or two of finding them.
Oh.
C. Oh. Okay. Finding Nemo.
The other one.
Finding Dory.
Yeah.
That E looks so familiar.
The E is from.
Not
I'll
no,
give you a
not
clue. The sequel was called The Something Down Under, but I think the first one was just called
okay, Rescuers.
Rescuers. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And
The R
and-
is a really weird film where they.
Is it a family?
It's a family film. Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
not Meet the Robinsons.
Pete Robinson's. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting all these
Okay.
now.
Whoa.
I'm trying not to give it away.
Oh, the three is going to be difficult. The 2 and the 6 are quite easy. They've said it in the chat.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2,
What
yeah,
is
and
three?
Big Hero 6 was the only 6 I could find.
So it's not Incredibles. I'm trying to think who would else have a 3.
It's a princess film. I think there's only one that's had a third film.
Oh, with Gus Gus.
3.
I'm
So
guessing.
Cinderella,
Cinderella, yeah.
Yeah.
she's the only one that I know that has. And the 2 looks like Toy Story. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
But because I thought you'd enjoy this, I don't know if you did in the end. I did another one, but because I couldn't find another 6, I spelled out 6.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Come on, chat.
Okay, so the S is, looks like no, not Lion
No.
King.
I can tell you what the E is at the top.
Yeah, you'll love watching this back for the
That's
quiz,
very
Nick.
pixelated.
Everyone check out Nick and Claire's channel.
Hi, Nick
Hey,
and
Nick and Claire.
Hi guys.
Can you help us guess the letters, Nick and Claire, please?
F is Frozen. Okay.
Yes, I knew that. And then the S, the S.
Yeah.
The first S.
Is that Emperor's New Groove?
No, but it's a film around that time.
Because it looks like a Lion King-esque one, but
It's a film about a princess who's like Native American.
Oh, Poker.
Stop
Oh,
guessing
Poker.
for it. It's their show.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll make
that's Pocahontas. Okay,
Can you
Pocahontas.
make it Disney? Yes, please. Anything else?
I do this quiz all
So
the time.
the U.
The U was a film that had Emma Watson in it. With LeFou was in it, wasn't it?
Oh,
We were talking
yeah,
about
Beauty
it.
and the Beast. Okay.
Yeah.
The R that looks like another Brave one.
It's jungle themed film.
Is
Ah.
it Tarzan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So the F is from Frozen. The
E is not Wreck-It Ralph. E's not Wreck-It Ralph.
I thought it was.
It looks very.
It's from a
elemental.
film with about it was a fairly recent film.
Yeah, sorry, Trey.
Mike's got the G if you want it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. Now the is the R from Raya? No.
No. Do you know where the E's from?
Oh.
The E's from a film that featured people made of fire.
Oh, it's a recent one.
It's a recent one.
Oh.
We've named one of our pigs after the character.
Oh.
Oh. I'm Jack.
Our piggy's called Ember.
The R is from a film set in France from, I think it was in the 90s, a Disney film. In Paris, about a character.
Well, I said elemental. That's the E's not from
Elemental,
elemental.
yeah.
I did say elemental.
That first star's from a film set in Paris.
Oh.
90s.
About a guy in a tower.
I'll have spent
Oh, Rapunzel. No, Rapunzel. Or I'm not.
Hunchback.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hunchback.
that's dumb.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks, Trey.
Okay. I love them soundtrack from that.
Yeah.
I do. I had it.
It's got the eye. It's got the eye if you want it. From
Okay,
Lion
the
King.
G's from. I'm trying. Y'all. Let me-
They're just helping.
I know
That's
the I
good.
down below is from Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, now the R. Now that R is that the one that's from Raya?
No, it's
the
from a
blue
recent film about, were they elves? 2 brothers.
Oh, the.
Oh, the Onward again. It's
Yeah, Onward, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And the L is from a film.
You do
it
none
had-
of my favorite movies. You never do one of my favorite movies.
The L is from a film with had Will Smith in it.
Who?
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Will Smith was in that.
Will?
The
Oh,
Aladdin.
you said. Oh, Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Now the 2 looks like Brother Bear.
Yeah, Brother Bear, yeah.
And the what? Who else has 3?
It's a film that's already got a letter in there.
Oh,
Lion King's the only one I know.
Yeah.
It's like 3 movies.
It's Lion King, yeah.
Okay.
Because basically they brought out 1.5, and some of them they
Yes,
renamed.
I remember. I don't think
yeah.
I saw. I don't. X. Don't we?
no.
The X is from an old film about
Oh, Essen. Have we done
an old lady who had a pet who became friends with a wild animal. I'm trying to describe it without giving away what it is.
Not a pet.
I struggled to find a film with X in it, to be fair.
Old lady that
She had a pet, and then it went and made friends with another animal that it usually not meant to get on with.
I can't say it.
Do you want the answer for X?
No. I'm looking.
What about S? S is really recent, by the way.
There's a type of dog and another creature.
S is really recent.
That's a fancy ass.
It looks like it might be from Soul, but I don't think so.
No, it's more recent than that. What's their most recent film?
I give up on the X. So it's
Fox
10?
and the Hound.
Yeah.
Traeger.
Oh, duh! Oh my gosh!
I was trying to say it without saying like dog and
I
fox.
couldn't think of anything. I don't even. I honestly, if
The
I've
S
seen
is
that
from-
movie, I don't remember.
The S is from a really recent film that came out.
Oh.
Wish. Okay.
Whoa.
Gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
Trey, that's awesome.
Wow.
Now I know
Way to go.
we've gone over the hour, but I have actually got a couple more quizzes if you want to do them.
Yes, it's your time. We're whatever.
Might do it as well. Now this one, bear with me, is a bit weird. I don't
like the ones where you did the dates because I can't remember.
No.
I can't remember
This one's
years.
even weirder than that. No one's going to see this coming. You don't know about it, and it's going to be so
I don't
weird.
know any of them.
Just prepare to see something really random on screen. I've taken 5 different Disney characters, put their body parts together, and you've got to guess what the characters are.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, okay. So we have Abu. We have Mulan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have the ape from Tarzan.
Do you know his name?
I don't know. No, but they. I know. Roseanne sings a song, "The Trash in the Camp." Yes.
Do you know who the arms are?
Go Stacy. And then that's Maui's Hook.
Yeah. And who's
so how
the
many
face?
characters is this supposed to be?
The face is not the monkey's face. It's a different face.
The face. Okay, so we got the gorilla. It's
guess
not
it
the
is.
gorilla. So we have Abu, Mulan, Maui,
Turk.
and
The face is not Turk's face. It's a different face.
It's the eyes. The eyes.
The eyes and the mouth are not his eyes and mouth.
it looks like a car's face. I can't.
Yeah. You got it.
Ah! I got it.
Oh, Drake got it as well.
I just realised that Ember looked a bit like Turk.
Right, there is one more of these.
Okay,
But
yes,
try and
bring it on.
guess first.
Bring it
Yeah,
on.
sorry.
This is fun.
That's
Here
fun.
we go.
Oh, cool.
Oh gosh. Okay, Ursula. What?
Happy
what else? The jacket, the yellow. But the arms.
The jacket and the arms are separate, but the jacket is well, it's not Chip and Dale, but there's another character in that show, isn't there?
Oh,
the
the
Duck
Jack. What's the name? Jack.
Monterey Jack.
From oh gosh. From Chip
Yeah,
and Dale.
I'll take that. That's close enough. Yeah.
I can't think of his
Monterey Jack.
name, but yeah, the big guy. Yeah, with the, yeah. That put Penelope.
Yeah, Vanilla.
But
yeah.
but she's good. But she has different hair. So the hair is from.
The hair is someone else.
Well, Merida's the only other redhead I know. So who else has short red hair?
It looks brown to me.
Because I thought it was Edna Mode at first, but no. That's
Debbie, if you want
Penelope.
more of these, I'll do more in a few weeks. It'll be fun. It didn't take me long to do this.
So,
The arms and the hair you still need. The
yeah,
arms
the
are
arms.
not
The arms. I'm
human.
trying to think. Is that some Soul or is that Wish or I can't. It looks like a creature, another creature, another water creature.
Do you want the hair? Do you want the answer for the hair?
Is it a male? Maybe it looks like. Is it supposed to be a male?
It's kind of been said in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mufasa
Simba.
or Simba? Okay.
Yeah, Mufasa's
Okay.
his daughter. Isn't it?
So is that from Elemental or something? That
Yeah, do you know his name though?
No, I haven't even seen the movie yet. I don't. Monterey. Yeah, I thought it was a cheese.
Oh.
I knew it was a cheese.
You did
So
really well. That
You
is
did well with
amazing.
those. Like compared to the letters, you were straight in there. You knew everything about those ones. That's
That
really
is
cool.
awesome.
One more. Do you
I haven't
know
got any more. I haven't made any more. I'll make
that was
more
so
for
much
next
fun.
time. If
That was
people want more.
awesome.
Honey, that's
Some
fun.
people
That
love
was-
that, and some people are scarred for life.
That was
Especially with
awesome.
that picture. That was.
That one was hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right.
Did
so
you wanna
anybody
plug
else-
any of your
nobody's
stuff?
had any questions? Anyone else want to know anything about us or any
You ask
Did
your
we have
questions.
that we haven't spilt?
While we're waiting for that, do you want to plug any of your channel stuff while we're?
Well, as I don't know if anybody knows, but James actually has a channel, and he has been editing and doing films for as long as we've been. So when did you start? 15 years ago.
My channel is 14.
His channel is so he's a ham radio operator. It's like I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but
That's the thing in
like-
the trucks and stuff, isn't it?
it's kind of like a CB, but
Yeah.
if the whole world shut down and you have to like depend on Morse code or something,
Mhm.
the ham radio operators could communicate through the ham radios because they do they do festivals and stuff like at Red Cross and different things shows, and KI4JKV is his ham handle,
Mhm.
and that's he's James KI4JKV, and if it hadn't been for him, when I started putting videos up, he actually, when I was going through breast cancer, I would pin videos up. I started doing craft stuff, but when I started getting sick, I didn't want to show my face, and so he would put them up, and he said, well, I can do it quicker. I said, well, you have to eventually show me. So he would show me how to edit. And then he said, well, you need to write this down. So I started writing it down, and then I could eventually remember things. But I still every once in a while have to ask him, because every time we change laptops, you have to find different programs but without his knowledge, the baby is that Mama?
This one's
No, that's
Ember.
Ember.
So I thought I'd show you. This one's Ember.
What is her name?
Ember.
Ember?
Ember,
looks
like a flame. She's got calyx like my Sandy. Oh.
So yeah, sorry to distract you, but I was trying to get her. So
How long have you been
just to show you
annual
that's what she looks like now. with the
annual
long
pass
hair.
holders? I think Trey's asking.
Yes, I am, but James is not.
I'm not, yep.
We only got one, and so
She got it December 7th.
So last year we went in December. So mine is good till December 6th. So we weren't planning on going. Our original plan for our 25th anniversary was to go to Disneyland, but I realized, well, I have pretty much a free pass to go to Disney World, as often as we can get there. So we're gonna just do that, because he has 4 weeks vacation, and I'm gonna, and as I can get my time off, we're gonna like take 3 or 4 days at a time. So that's why we're gonna go back in May, and then November is gonna be me trying to get as many Christmas, see as much Christmas as I can again in the parks. Kind of later than, because we've done it in November before, but the first week there's not a lot there. But since my pass expires the 6th, and we want to go hopefully to do Give Kids the World, which is the charity event that I wanted to go to. It's the 14th, and my pass will expire by then. So we may still go in December just for like a quick 2 or 3 day, but we may just do a Christmas party, or we may just do the resorts and not even do a pass. Because at Christmas time, all year long, you can go to the resorts. Well, not as easy as it used to be, but you can see all the Christmas decorations. So we're just going to try to, go as many times as we can, and use my pass. and
It's just nibbling me right now. Sorry, I'm just give us space.
I was just checking. It depends if Mike's up for it. I know Mike's not been on the show before.
What's that?
The next date I've got free for guests is 4th of April. If you and Mike want to come on, and I'll just do a load of those quizzes, and you can.
I'll come back in April. Just let me know what Thursday it is.
4th of April.
4th of April.
Okay. Alrighty.
Because I think you're in your element then.
I love Mikey. Me and James keep wanting to go. I want to go fly to New York for the weekend, and so Mikey can show me all of it. But it's like I know I'm crazy, but I would love to go there in December because I want to see my tree.
He's not going to show you much because he'll just show you Starbucks over and over again. From what
that's fine with me. Starbucks. I can do Starbucks. Like I don't care. But although I do love my Joffreys, the coffee that Disney has, they can make some. I'm not a hot coffee drinker. I know you like that, Mikey.
Joffrey donut.
I'm not a hot coffee, but I love my frozen frappuccinos, whatever, all the frozen frappes. And when I go to Animal Kingdom, they have a Joffrey stand right outside Animal Kingdom, so I'll get it on the way in or on the way out. And I love frozen, anything sweet caramel or anything. I'm all in.
I'm just going to advertise. I've not put the American link in, although it is available in America as well. Our book is on Amazon if anyone wants to buy it. It's quite a decent book. It's a theme park puzzle book. It's quite fun. It's been quite popular, but if anyone wants to check that out, the link's in the description. And also next week we've got Coasters with Moi coming on, and we're going to do another film watch along. So that should be fun. I think it might be Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but we're trying to see what film we want to watch.
I had all the stuff here set up to show you, and I didn't. We were talking so much. I just want to show you something real quick. So this is. I talked about this last time. This is an old.
Hang on, I'll try and make you bigger.
It's called. So his tail used to squeak. It's a Gund, Gund, and it's like from the 1940s. It's really, really old. But yeah, this is one of the most. I think I paid $40-something for him, and I've never paid that much for older. But I fell in love with him so much. What's that?
Debbie said that.
Yeah, I figured, and I've never been able to collect a
old style flasks.
Lunchbox, but I love so I've got the thermos from 2 different lunchboxes.
Yep. So if you get the lunchbox without the thermos, you're good.
I think which one did Tina? I bought one, and my friend. I'm glad I got to meet you too, Debbie. And my friend T. Marie was at she was at an antique place one day, and she picked this up and Thumper. And I could not. I wanted to find Thumper, and I couldn't find Thumper. But I also have a bunch of plates that I have. Yes, this is Disneyland's Small World because it's outside. It's outside. That's Disneyland. Yeah. And so this was a whole. It was a whole Disneyland's 40th anniversary series. And Goofy and Donald, Haunted Mansion, yeah. So that was just a couple things I had here.
Is there anything else you want to promote about your channel before we wrap it up? Or
just if I put a couple videos from my recent trip. If anyone would like to check them out, I would really love it. And then before that, now I'll try to put in a playlist. But the December, I put quite a few videos from our December trip because because that was our first time. We've not stayed on property very many times, but staying at Coronado was so amazing. And we stayed at All-Star Movies, and because the whole world when we got in town, it was raining and everything, and we left. I didn't do a resort tour, so I totally forgot. But it was nothing fancy. But we'll try to do one if we stay at music or something. If you'd like to check my videos out that I've done in the past, I'd really appreciate it. I love like I said, Animal Kingdom is my favorite park. Whenever I do Animal Kingdom video, I try to separate it, so they're not so long. But the next two are going to be actually the one I put up today was when I went to Hollywood Studios. Because like I said, I went to Magic Kingdom in the morning. And I did. If you watch the Magic Kingdom video, I did film Chris singing to me. I didn't get. You don't see my face, but he's singing to me. I filmed him singing to me "Happy Birthday," and I had to wait a while. And then when I left Magic Kingdom, I went to Epcot. That was a 3-part day. But so thank you so much. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to my channel.
The links are in the description.
Everything's
if
on.
everyone wants to go over there, yeah.
Well,
I'll put the links to everyone in the description. Yeah.
So it varies what you would like to, if value, moderate, and the fancy dancy deluxe resort. What's your budget? What you can afford. The Art of Animation is considered a moderate, but it says it's value. You can, because I've always wanted to stay in Little Mermaid building, but they're never under $200, and it's like they are a moderate resort, but they say they're a value. But the Pop Century is really good. So All-Star Music, Movies, and sports, they're all very reasonable right now. I have annual pass right now, and right now they're like $135 a night. Another tip: try to go January, February, and August, September is a really good month, but it's like it's kind of off season, and like from September, when you go October, those are not as bad. But of course, it just depends on when you go, because also comparing November, December. November you can still get Christmas, but it's not as expensive as December. But last year,
Polynesian.
The Poly. That's definitely a bucket list. I would love to stay at the Poly. The bungalows are outrageous. But you can stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge and the Poly for about $400 or $500 a night. Me personally, I would rather stay on property 5 nights for that price. That's just me. But it's just what you can afford. But if you do through Dave or a travel agent sometimes, or if you put the deposit down, and if you can take off a year ahead of time, which I can only put 6 months ahead of time. So there's so many things to consider. What time of year you go, which is factors in the cost, and the crowds too, also is a big factor. Because we used to go with my sister because in the summer, because she had a timeshare. We went once in June and once in May, and once in May. May is the latest in the year I will go. It's still freaking 90 degrees in May in Florida. It is 90 plus.
Mm-hmm.
It is 90.
June, forget about
and
it.
I will never June, July, and maybe August. I will never. It's just I treasure my life too much. I would have to wear air conditioner around my neck or something. It's just I don't know how people do it. These poor people that's the only time they have off. You just freeze your water. But I do have tips. Freeze your bottled water. Bring water bottles with you, or if you fly, have Amazon deliver stuff. That's one key people do. They have Amazon deliver stuff directly to their hotel when they get there. And if you can find a way to freeze them, freeze your water bottles and bring it in the parks with you. And that way they melt. But the only bad thing is they don't have the refrigerators don't really freeze too well. But I know when we used to stay at Rosen hotels, their refrigerators were so cold. I could stick one in there and it would be frozen because they would just turn it up, crank it up, and you couldn't put food or anything in there way in the back because it would freeze it. It was crazy. Yeah, but no other questions. Just the resort.
There's a conversation going off between Coasting with the Joneses and Trey about
about prices.
Oh yeah.
Give me 4 Cowboys.
UK getting 40 to 60% off.
I think that's usually on a 2-week stay, though, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of that. But I have got something.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got something special to finish on.
Another song. I'm so excited. Let me tell you, that guy is so amazing. I loved the song he did last video. Oh, you're welcome.
He did You're Welcome last time.
Yes.
This time I've got, you like the film Mulan, right?
Mulan, yes.
Make a Man Out of You.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know if I've told you this, but I am a huge Donny and Osmond family fan. I love Donny Osmond. Donny Osmond sang that song. He in the soundtrack, he sang that song. I love Donny Osmond, and my friends, when if I keep wanting to go to Vegas to go see him before he retired. The dude is still performing.
Yeah.
He won Dances with the Star one year. He won the Mirrorball. Yeah. Donny Osmond did, like about 6 or 8. I forgot what year it was, but he won. His sister Marie was in 3rd place. I love both of them. But the Make a Man of You, I will watch Mulan. I will listen to Mulan just for the soundtrack. I love that song. I'm excited. So I have a quest. Ask him for maybe another future. My favorite. I love the lava. I lava you. The volcano short.
Lava, yeah.
I love that. I have the pin. I have the pin. I lava you. I have the pin.
Every time I hear it, every time I hear that song, I cry. I know,
as well. When I was going through everything, and me and James would be alone, or we'd be in the car, and every once in a while I could just see like just the stress in his face, and I would just look at him and I said, "I love you." Yeah. I love you, and because we love that little short. That little short is just
it's a lovely short. I cry every time I see it.
I just love that little short. I love that. I can't watch it without crying. It's such a beautiful little short.
Yeah, the temperature went crazy yesterday.
Yeah. Alrighty, I'm ready.
I'll put the links for your YouTube and Instagram in the description for the Joneses.
Thank you,
as well.
everyone that popped in the chat. And
the Joneses did Joke of the Week as well. I've got their links. Nick and Claire, I've got their links. They did the intro. Mm-hmm. I've got the links for the Small Branches, who we saw their merchandise, and I've also got the links for Tim Somerfield. So check out Tim Somerfield because he does covers and he does his own music as well. But I've had him his music a couple of times on the show before. But go and check out his socials as well.
Thank you guys for joining us as well, Sherry.
Thank you for having us. Every time you're on Dave's stream, I'm super.
Of course, you're the main people.
Well, it's on now. 4th of April. You versus Mike.
Yeah, you better write that down.
It's Mania. Thank you for.
Did I miss it? I don't know.
But thank you for coming on. It's been fun.
Thank you.
Right, we'll play this.
It's Tim Somerfield. Check out Tim
right.
Somerfield. Everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Let's get down to business, to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you. I'm never gonna catch my breath, say goodbye to those who knew me. Boy, I was a fool in the school for cutting gin. This guy's got him scared half to death. He doesn't see right through me. Now I really wish that I knew how to swim. Beyond man must be swift as a coursing river. Must force of a great typhoon with all the strength strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us till the unsurvived. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're unsuited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? Your man must be swift as coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.